Yo, what is up, Buff Army? Talking about one of my most important videos, my training philosophy, which I've been calling for over a year, maybe almost 2 years. Athletic aesthetic, looking good, but performing better. Today, I'm going to give you a brief overview of my training principles. The factors that constitute what I call athletic aesthetic. And I came up with 9 in no particular order because 9 is my favorite number. So, let's get started. Point number 1, movement patterns are more important than muscle groups. So I don't think about what am I training on this day. Am I training my back and biceps? I think more instead I'm training movements for my body. So deadlifts, a bench press, horizontal pressing, so posterior chain deadlifts, right? Squats, the way I do is more quad dominant. So I think movement patterns, trying to groove them in. Because a simple truth is that if your rep range stays the same, if you make progress in these movements, if I deadlift 600 pounds instead of 300 pounds, the muscles will come naturally along with it. Next up, auto-regulation, which essentially means that on any given day, you only have so much energy. So your workout, what you do, should match that. Your energy should match your work capacity. If you're feeling great, train very hard. If you feel like shit, then you should not attempt a 1 rep max. Take it easy. Following up on that, built into any program, you should cycle volume, how much you do, and intensity, how much you lift. Because if you always go to 100% intensity, you're going to run yourself into the ground. The simplest way to do this is the 4-week cycle. Usually where you do 3 weeks ramping up to peak on the 3rd week, so maximum intensity on the 3rd week. 4th week would be a deload, so you reduce the total volume you do and then repeat it again. 4. Specialization. You can't be a jack of all trades because then you'll be a master of none. What do you want to grow? What's lagging, right? I took 16 weeks to really focus on my chest. So I did a whole lot of horizontal pressing last year, and it worked out great for me. That's why I'll say when I go through phases, I usually will slightly emphasize one particular muscle group more. So I'll do a lot of vertical pressing now because I'm trying to increase the size and strength of my shoulders. 5. The fast concentric. Remember, the eccentric is kind of stressful in your nervous system. We care about lifting big weights, generating the maximum amount of force. Force equals mass times acceleration. So we want to lift the concentric, the up portion, as fast as possible. 6. Prime that nervous system. Just spoke about it, but your nervous system determines the amount of muscle fibers you fire, how fast, how heavy you could lift a weight. So you always want to be primed. You want to feel good. You want to be in an excited state. You don't want to feel, tired or lethargic. So doing some explosive work like jumps, neural charges, making sure that you're always primed, you're recovering properly is very important to seeing continued gain. 7. Revenge of the bros. You knew it was coming. Yeah, so we not only want to perform well, we also want to look good. So this means making sure you pay attention to show muscles, what you deem important. I don't care about my calves, so I don't train them. That's me. Call me crazy. 8. Become Mr. Mobility. Flexibility, doing dynamic stretches, proper warm-ups, not forget reducing the risk of injury, which we care about because we're lifting heavy. But it can also increase performance, because if you have weak, tight, inhibited muscles, they're going to prevent you from lifting to your true potential. This is most relevant on that bench, the squat, and the deadlift. Lastly, anabolic conditioning, a phrase I came up with, but it essentially means you should move around. Outside of your training, you should do some sort of conditioning work. So sled pulls, hill sprints, prowler work, kettlebell complexes, something to keep you in shape. Not just aesthetically, but also aerobically. And this is an area where many people were in their lean mass phase because they think they're bodybuilders, they'll avoid completely. I think it's highly underrated. Well, there you have it, my big 9. It's what I came up with, right? My list of fundamentals, training fundamentals for the athletic, aesthetic training philosophy that I espouse. With that being said, I will be giving you a specific example. I don't know, do you guys want to see this? My training split, an actual example of how to incorporate all of this into a training program. Maybe if you guys want to see that, give this video a like and leave a comment in the comment section below. And if it's popular, I will do it. Train hard, eat hard. That made no sense. Thank you for watching my video. If you like the video, make sure to like the video. And if you're not a subscriber, fuck you waiting for? You knew it's coming. Chef Buff Army, my zealous army. I will see all you guys in the next video. Peace.